Hey folks, if you are Affinity user like me, you probably already received this email informing us that Affinity joining the Canva family. So in reality, Canva is way larger company, so they kind of simply buying them out. I already seen some angry comments jumping to conclusion that now they would just slap a subscription fee on Affinity and that's it, everything's over. So let's just cool down for a moment and think about this acquisition and think about the bad thing that may happen or really good thing, good opportunities that may occur from that. So we got this Affinity that we are very familiar with, Affinity Designer, Photo and Publisher, that can be labeled as professional software. Some people call it semi-professional because there are some key tools still missing there, but if you are professional, you can use it in the professional way. So let's say that's a professional software. And Canva, if you don't know, it's the biggest casual design software around currently, all right? That's the biggest one. That's the first one, the biggest one, and it seems like nothing is kind of threatening them. Adobe tried to develop and release Adobe Express. That's how big Canva is. Force Adobe to release a free software. Can you imagine that? So many Adobe users convert to Canva and so many new casual users join Canva and never even look towards Adobe products. They never even realize they need Photoshop or Illustrator. So Adobe needs to release something similar to attract casual users to kind of show them the Adobe family. That's how big they are. So that's the Canva. It's all in your web browser. You can download the desktop app, but actually that's just a shortcut for your web browser. So you can say it's all in the web browser. They got iPad apps and mobile apps as well. And the whole premise of this software is that you got thousands of templates and thousands of clip arts ready to use. So you just drag and drop stuff and very quickly can create documents, presentations, social media posts, flyers, and stuff like that. And of course, they monetize the users. They got Canva Pro and you can access like AI enhancing tools, removing backdrops, generating content, more clip arts, more formats, and stuff like that. So that's how they do that, and they recently invest tons of money in this Magic Studio that literally is like AI generating templates with all of the content for you. So that's Canva for you, and they are currently purchasing our favorite Affinity software. So if you got some questions, in that email there is a link for you to frequently ask questions, so we can head to that, and there's a message from CEO and there are some questions answers here, but it's so early right now. This just was released yesterday, right? So we don't have any like solid info. Here are some questions that we can check, like the Canva business model is subscription. Are we changing the model for Affinity? And they say there are no changes in the current pricing model, all right? So don't believe all of those comments that saying that they're slapping subscription fee on Affinity. Maybe not just yet, but that will not happen in version 2. Take a look. Free updates to version 2, still to look forward to. So we are right now on version 2.4, and we can count on free updates until version 2.9. So will the Affinity version 3 in 2025 have a subscription? I believe yes, as an option. So let's take a look here. Now I'm in the Affinity Designer. I prepared this little graph for us. As you can see here, the user base for Canva is way larger, but it's come more on the casual side. When the Affinity user base is smaller, and it's kind of divided between casuals, professionals, and everything in between. So we got this huge overlapping part here, and I think that will be the part that they will monetize first. You could say that's the most logical approach, right? So this overlapping part here between Canva and Affinity users. So what they can do is they can offer Canva users some kind of subscription that include all of the Affinity apps. So as long as they keep paying for Canva Pro, a bit higher level, maybe it's just the base level, like right now. Okay, they're paying for Canva Pro already. They got Affinity apps for free. Is that a good thing? Yes, it is, because we got more users of Affinity, and that's always a good thing. when your graphic software is more popular, you got more tutorials, resources, it's more acceptable by companies, printing houses, all that stuff. Okay, so that's a good thing. And other way around, that's the scary part, right? What if we need to pay for Affinity version 3 in the subscription form? It may happen. That would be the worst case scenario, but I don't think that will be the case. I think they will still sell Affinity software as it is, and then they will try to upsell for this part, this overlapping part, they will try to upsell us some features. So if you, instead of buying Affinity as a flat fee, you can got option to monthly pay. And if you select the option to monthly pay, you got option to pay a little bit higher, and then got some Canva Pro as well included, like double bundle or whatever. And what they can do later on in the life cycle, they can introduce something like Canva persona or smart persona. They can kind of link some of the Canva feature directly from the Affinity software, and that would be huge, because imagine that you can purchase Affinity for like the flat fee right now, and if you want, optionally you can buy Canva Pro, and that's give you some kind of Canva persona inside your Affinity apps. Because the Canva got all of the know-how and technology for AI right now, so you can get a background removal tool, you can get a foreground selection tool, you can get vector trace, auto trace, we can get all of those missing tools from Canva, but this is on the server side. So there's no way they will put that in the retail version of Affinity. This must be something that they kind of selling that on the monthly basis as subscription, because it's generate the cost on the server side. So for me, the best case scenario will be that we got some kind of the smart persona inside our Affinity, that we pay extra fee, extra subscription just for that persona. So you don't even need to buy it. But if you want all of those AI tools and stuff like that, you pay for that, and then extra persona appears in all 3 programs: Affinity Designer, Affinity Photo, Affinity Publisher, and then you can link directly to the Canva tools that are already there. So we can generate images based on text, remove backdrops, all of that stuff, right? So that would be the best thing that could happen. And the worst thing, of course, we cannot purchase Affinity as the one-time payment. We need to subscribe to Canva Pro, and that's the only way to get the Affinity apps. Or even worse, they will stop developing them. All right, so the Affinity version 3 will never happen. They will just use the Affinity team to develop new tools and features for Canva. All right, so that's what I think may happen, and I truly hope that Affinity will stay semi-independent with all of the tech and know-how behind Canva, because if they work together like that, they can actually threaten Adobe again. Because Affinity got some professional tools, Canva got some good AI tools, and that's what most people need. All right, so let's hope they work together and not Canva taking over and destroying Affinity completely. So we need to wait now. I will make an update video when we got more details. That's the fresh news just from yesterday. It was nighttime here, so I just read about it a few hours ago. All right, thank you for today, and let me know in the comment. Are you willing to pay extra for additional Canva tools in your Affinity? So there's some kind of subscription on the top of one-time payment. Will that model be all right with you? Even you're not the one that's going to pay for that subscription, will you be all right with optional subscriptions with extra features for Affinity in the future? Okay, thank you for today, and I will see you in the next Affinity video.